Hi everyone, it's a beautiful Wednesday morning and I'm so super dope excited and grateful to see the breaking of yet another beautiful, awesome, amazing day. And I hope that you too are so super thankful and grateful that you are alive to see yet another exciting, blissful day that the Lord has made. This is the day that the Lord has made and we all will rejoice and be glad in it, and nothing will come in between the wishes and the thought of God for us in this amazing day that God has blessed us with. I want to say to you that you have that which no amount of money can buy. Listen, the gift of life is the highest blessing that anyone can be blessed with, because if you have life, you automatically have every other thing that this life has. If you have life, there is nothing that has a price tag that God is going to withhold from you, because if he didn't withhold this life that doesn't have a price tag and then he gave it to you, regardless of who you are, who your father is, where you're coming from, what you have been, the things that you have done, but he is so loving and mindful of you and he gave you this very amazing life. Then I say to you today that there is nothing that has a price tag that God is going to withhold from you. You can trust him on that. I want to put something on your table that will bless your soul and that will nourish your mind, because I believe that we were created so that we can coexist and be a blessing to one another. Listen, my name is Bella Bassi. For the you who will be coming across this video for the very first time and you're wondering, who is she? What does she do? This is where we talk about life, hope, and courage. This is where we tell you that if you will keep on believing in life, and if you will keep on keeping your hope alive, and if you will not allow the things that are mainly there to distract you, that all of your impossibility would automatically become your possibility. Because with God, there is no impossibility. And with God, everything is possible. I want to say to you that I understand how it feels when you are making so much effort and it looks as if there is no result coming out of all the efforts that you're making. I understand how it can be and how it feels to be walking along that road, that lonely, dark road, all by yourself. You look back, there is no one there, and you're looking to the front, there is no one coming, and you think that you are all by yourself. I want to say to you that the time that God tends to be with a man the most is when a man tends to think that there is nothing there for him, or that there is no one there for him, or that he is alone. Listen, in your darkest moment is when God dwells more with you. In your sorrowful moment is when God dwells more with you. In your painful moment, that is when God dwells the more with you. You know why? Because the nature of God is love, and it makes it impossible for God to turn his eyes on his own. And in case you don't know this truth, listen, you are the representative of God. You are made in the image of God, meaning that you are God's own parts, meaning that there is nothing that concerns you that does not concern God, meaning that there is nothing that you go through that God isn't aware of, meaning that there is no time of your life that God isn't in it. No matter how you have walked far away from him, no matter the things where you have gone through, no matter the things that you have been through, no matter the things that you are doing, I want to say to you that there is no second of your life that God wasn't in the picture. You know, the good thing about God is that there is nothing that we will do that will change the way that God feels about us. I keep saying this. It doesn't matter where you have been. It doesn't matter the things that you have done. It doesn't matter the things that you think that you're going to do that is going to change the way that God feels about you. So in that lonely path that you have been walking, that you have looked both your back, your left hand side and your right hand side, and you looked forward and you didn't see no one coming. It looked as if you were just there by yourself. I want to say to you that God is the reason why you kept on walking. I want to say to you that God is the reason why you didn't stumble. I want to say to you that God is the reason why that condition didn't take you out of the earth. I want to say to you that God is the reason why those trials didn't take you off the earth. God is the reason why that situation didn't cut you off your life. Because God was there with you, for you, and all through the journey. He stood by you. He walked with you. He was with you, for you and by you. And that is why you were able to keep on walking. And I want to say to you that in as long as you will not give up, but you keep on pressing, there is always light at the end of the tunnel. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. Listen, let me tell you, there is no victory without story. There is no success without story. There is no greatness without story. Any greatness that does not have a story, then it's not greatness, because there cannot be celebration when there is no tribulation. There cannot be celebration where there is no situation. The situation is what makes the celebration to be celebrated. The situation is what makes the celebration to be valued. Your story, the result, your story is what will make your story to become inspiring. And until you go through that road, you would never know what you will find. But I want to say to you that it doesn't matter what it is, the matter tends to be that God has always been there for you, and that God will never forsake you, and that God will never leave you. In the most difficult times where you think that God will never look out for you, is even the times that God looks the most out for you. Is even the time that God cares the most for you, because you know why? It hurts God to see his own destroy. And there is nothing that can determine the way that God feels about you. God is not a God that can be altered or that can be commanded. God is God by himself, and he is greater than anything and everything. So I want to say to you this day, that never think that you have always been alone or that you have ever been alone. No. God is the reason why you're still stretching. God is the reason why you're still walking. God is the reason why you woke up this morning, regardless of where you slept on or where you slept. God is the reason why you woke up. And if he woke you up this day, I tell you that he did that for a reason, because God wants to use your story for his glory. God wants to use your situation for his own glory. God wants to use your situation for his own story. God wants to make the world to see that he is God through your story. And I tell you that in as long as you will keep on believing and keep on striving, you see that your little effort that doesn't look as if it's yield on result, it will amaze you to know that you are only just cultivating. And I tell you, for everyone who does cultivate, will eventually reap. Your harvest will shock you. Your harvest will be bounty. Your harvest will be great. And you will be amazed at how much God has been for you, has been there for you. It's a beautiful day. Until when next I see you, stay believing, stay positive, see positivity in every situation. Never confess a situation that you're seeing. Always speak the victory that you want to see, because even before you manifest it, the victory that you seek has already been given to you. Don't forget that you are the very heartbeat of God, and you mean and matter so much to God, and he cares about you. Until when next I see you, stay blessed.